Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
I'm Greg Fawson. We do the production for the broadcast.
I'm Dr. Ernestine Garcia, and I'll be doing the readings today.
I'm Jake Fernandez.
Hi,
Hi,
Paul
everybody.
Lancelot. I am your musical spiriteer for today's service.
And we're so happy to have all of you participating in this service and helping us make it all it's going to be. So close your eyes and join me and recognize right where you are, right where I am, right where this whole planet is. God is perfect, whole, complete. Nothing to add on to, nothing to take away from. Limitless. The perfection of God revealing itself today as this spiritual center unveils what is needed to be said in a magnificent way. And all those participating and listening catches exactly what they need to catch. This day is perfect. It is the day that God has made, and so I rejoice in it. With a grateful heart, I know that this service unfolds in all its glory and splendor, and I give thanks. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, life. Thank you, God. This word is complete, so I now open to the acceptance by letting go and letting God. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
So let's have some Paul.
It's springtime, and everybody's got their garden going or about to be going. So this is an older song celebrating the garden. It's called The Garden Song. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made from dreams and bones. I need a place to call my own, time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. To my body and my brain, the music of the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, seasoned with a prayer and song. Mother Earth will keep you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching from a tree, he's got his hungry eye on me. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered beak up there. Everybody now. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down. Till the rain comes tumbling down.
Okay, you've officially claimed it as spring, and we're accepting it as so. So we're going to make our garden grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
It
All right,
is.
we're going to take care of some business. We'll get back to you for another song.
Okay.
The purpose of the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro is to be a spiritual community, to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, and all life. And so
So it is.
So I invite you to like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro, and check out our website, cslnorthmetro.org. You can go to contact us to add yourself to the email list. You can request prayers from the website, and we'll pray on it all week. And there's a lot of good stuff out there. Reverend Michael has blogs. There's a fairly new one out there, and there's lots more too. So today's title is Knowing More Than That. And I think that's all for me.
So let's bring forth Dr. Ernestine. There she is.
Yes. Hello, everyone. And I'm ready to begin with reading the affirmations for the week of April 7th, 2024, written by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. My oneness with the divine lifts me beyond all challenges.
My oneness with the divine lifts me beyond all challenges.
In each moment, I witness God's all-encompassing beauty.
In each moment, I witness God's all-encompassing beauty.
My life is a unique expression of the wholeness of the universe.
My life is a unique expression of the wholeness of the universe.
I put my faith into the flow of life's grace to guide me always.
I put my faith into the flow of life's grace to guide me always.
With every breath, I move forward on the path of my highest expression.
With every breath, I move forward on the path of my highest expression.
I light up the world with the joy and love within my heart.
I light up the world with the joy and love in my heart.
And together we say,
And so it is.
okay, the reading for today is from the book Thoughts Are Things by Prentice Mulford. As a spirit, you are part of God, or the infinite force, or spirit of good. As such part, you are an ever-growing power which can never lessen and must always increase. Even as it has in the past, through many ages, always increased, and build you up as to intelligence, to your present mental stature. The power of your mind has been growing to its present quality and clearness through many more physical lives than the one you are now living. Through each past life, you have unconsciously added to its power. Every struggle of the mind, be it struggle against pain, struggle against appetite, struggle for more skill in doing of anything, struggle for greater advance in any art or calling, struggle and dissatisfaction at your own failings and defects, is an actual pushing of the spirit to greater power and a greater relative completion of yourself. And with such completion, happiness. For the aim of living is happiness. There is today more of you and more of every desirable mental quality belonging to you than ever before. The very dissatisfaction and discontent you may feel concerning your failings is proof of this. If your mind was not as clear as it is, It could not see those failings. You are not now where you may have been in a mood of self-complacency when you thought yourself about right in every respect. Only you may now, in looking at yourself, have swung too far to the opposite direction. And because your eyes have been suddenly opened to certain faults, you may think these faults to be consistently increasing. They are not. The God in yourself, the ever-growing power in yourself, has made you see an incompleteness in your character. Yet that incompleteness was never so near a relative completion as now. Of this, the greatest proof is that you can now see what in yourself you never saw or felt before. So you will cease this fretting over you being such an imperfect creature when you find, as you will, that you are one of the temples of God, ever being built by yourself into ever increasing splendor. And together we say,
And
so
it is. That was good.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
thank you.
All right. Time for some more Paul Ansel.
Sunday morning, here we are, brothers and sisters coming from afar. We come together in holy creation for self-liberation, becoming one vibration, one good prayer, a positive emotion. One good prayer sets a spirit in motion, faster than the speed of light, the power of the word, all the way to heaven where every prayer is heard. It's shine time, friends of mine. Every face I see, the presence of divinity. We gather together like a party of souls in holy congregation, a wonder to behold. For one good prayer with positive emotion, one good prayer puts a spirit in motion, faster than the speed of light, the power of the word, all the way to heaven where every prayer is heard. It's shine time with these friends of mine. Every face I see, the presence of divinity. With one source, one force, make our invocation. One source, one force, call for illumination. One good prayer with a positive emotion. One good prayer sets the spirit in motion, faster than the speed of light, the power of the word, all the way to heaven where every prayer is heard. Shine time with these friends of mine. Every face I see, the presence of divinity. Shine time, let the love light show. Line time, shine time, here we glow, here we glow, here we glow, here we glow.
Here we glow. Let's glow.
Yeah.
Good song. Thank you. We're gonna do our thing now, and we'll see some more of you a little bit later.
All righty.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Well, it's windy here, and that's putting it slightly, because it blew last night and it was crazy blowing. But here we are, ready to do our thing. And this title sort of came from a thought that I had, and the thought was, I am more than that, so I can be more of this. No, I said that wrong. I am more than, no, I said it right. I'm more than that, so I can be more of this. So that is who you were. And a lot of people like to live in the past, live vicariously through things that happened to you in the past, and you've carried it forward into this time zone, and you feel like something is clinging to you and you can't release it. And it does need to be released, because you're not that anymore. You're this, whatever that is. This overpowers it, because you've done the work and you continue to do the work, and the work opens your capability, widens your awareness of the indwelling God. And that's an important thing to work on constantly. You will never, ever, well, maybe someday, outside of this realm of physicality, you'll reach nirvana, or the perfect you that already exists. But until then, we continue to do the work. We continue to take classes. We continue to do our practice. We continue to live life in a way that continues to open up our awareness of the spirit within. And we all, whether we believe it, whether we say it's hocus pocus, it's still true. Because, well, let me put it this way, it's true for me, because I've proven it for myself. And that's what each of us have to do. We have to do the work that reveals the presence of God in whatever you're doing. And this is a powerful thing when you realize that I am more than that which I've always thought I was. And I open myself up to the reality of being more, because there's always more to be, always more to be. The more you focus on the indwelling God in all your activities, in all your relationships, in how you see the world, the more openings will take place for you to see it in a new way, in a clearer way. And to me, that's a heavy calling, to be constantly opening up to that spirit within, constantly wanting more of the more, and rejoicing in it when you have those breakthroughs. Because when you focus on the presence of God within, you will have amazing breakthroughs, guaranteed. Socrates tells us the real wisdom is knowing, the only real wisdom is knowing you know nothing. And what that says to me is to be as the child. Don't be childish, but be as the child, and allow your curiosity of what life means, your curiosity of things that have affected you in a way that is personal. It hasn't happened to anybody else in the same way it's happened to you. And being like a child, asking questions, questioning everything. Because when you question, there's always an answer, and there's always more questions to have. Because life doesn't sit still. It doesn't just arrive someplace. Oh, I'm here. I know all I need to know, and life is good. Well, that's a limiting way of seeing things, because we are here to grow, to spiritually unfold in all our glory and splendor. So be as a child, hunger for more, hunger to experience more, hunger to live your entire being, from activities to sleep, to dreaming, to writing, to doing your work, to being with your kids or your grandkids. Do it with an open heart of receptivity, that you're doing it from the God within, that you're being nurtured, you're being blessed, you're being open to everything that comes in your life, and becomes something that you get to learn more about. That was kind of mixed up. Let me try to put it another way. The more you keep your awareness on the presence of God in all that you do, washing dishes, cleaning house, greeting a friend, talking to somebody on the phone, the more you see God in these activities, to really allow God in these activities to guide you and direct you, the more you'll grow, because you'll see aspects of yourself that weren't visible before. They were there, but they weren't visible to you. So when you're working from a God place, you're opening yourself up to miraculous ways of seeing life, ways that you never pictured before. Charles Fillmore says, it is the childlike mind that finds the kingdom. What is the kingdom? Kingdom or queendom, whatever you want to call it, has a different meaning to all of us. But basically, it means your highest self, the highest possibility of where you are and who you can be in any given moment. And that moment that you have your higher self revealed to you switches in the next moment. And it never goes backwards, although it seems sometimes that you're going backwards. It's impossible to go backwards. It's just your mind playing tricks on you, trying to get you back into the old ego and live from a place of past fears. I like to introduce new tools that we can use in our ability to grow and empower ourselves. And this I'm just going to throw out there for you to try and see how it works for you, because all these things all these tools, spiritual tools I share with you are ones that were given to me by my master teacher, and they never get old. Sometimes I forget a certain one, and life will bring me back to it, and I'll get to use it. But anyway, this tool is called what is it called? Oh, I am not to I am. The I am not to I am tool. And the basic premise of this is when you're treating, when you're claiming who you are and what you want in your life, right before that, claim what you're not. So in other words, I'm not poor, I'm abundantly provided for. I'm not old, I am eternally youthful. I'm not alone, I'm surrounded by the love of God. When you claim that I am not, you're ridding yourself, you're letting those thoughts of negativity go, and then you're creating an opening that makes it more powerful, claiming who you are. So in your prayer work, try it sometimes. Instead of saying, I'm an opening for God to reveal itself in all its magnificence, before that say, I am more than this. I am not this experience I'm having here. I am more than that. Was that clear?
I think so. You might want to say it again.
What part?
What you just said.
In our prayer work, we're always stating what we want, what we are, who we're becoming, and we're stating it as in the realization form of treatment. And for you who don't know what realization is in treatment, treatment is 5 stages. It's I'm going blank. Help me here.
Recognition.
Yeah, recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release. There you go. What a wonderful thing it is being a minister, looking like a fool on a Sunday,
Like a real person.
like a real person.
Yeah.
Anyway, in that 3rd stage, you're claiming for what you want to be true in your life. And if it's to have a spiritual partner, then right before you claim, my spiritual partner is here right now, waiting for my acknowledgement of who they are. Right before you say that, you say, I'm not alone. I was never alone. I never will be alone. My spiritual partner is here now, revealing themselves in all their glory and splendor, connecting with me in a partnership that is made from eternality. Is that better?
That's good.
So I'm going to pass it over to you for a minute.
Okay. So I kind of wanted to start with, if we know we're more than that. So who are we? Are we our thoughts? Are we our body? If we're an eternal being that has chosen this form to learn or grow, we're more than all of those things. We're more than our thoughts. We're more than our body. And we're more than our experiences. And those experiences are the things that help us to grow and help us to go on. And so I just wanted, I'm going to bring up the Science of Mind magazine today. The first thing I read is the article by Ernest Holmes, and the Science of Mind Archives, which you heard me talk about a lot, is the one that picks that out. And it used to be that Reverend Michael would take those long words of Ernest Holmes and put it into a thing that fits in the article size. And I don't know who's doing it now, but it's a wonderful thing. And so that's the first thing I do. Then the second thing I do is read Dr. David Alexander's comments about it, because I always want to know what he has to say about the article. And so this particular article was kind of about the law of give and take. And he's talking about, as we think, so are we, and so we will be. And so that's really what our teaching is about, is change your thinking, change your life. What are we thinking about? Are we thinking about what we don't want? Are we thinking about what we do want? Are we spending time on past regrets, or are we focusing on what we want to create? And so one of the things that really struck me in the article was he talks about, as we think, so we are, and so we will become. And next he says, we have to realize that for the largest part of our thoughts are unconscious, and those thoughts always project themselves into our experience. And I think that's really significant, because we might think, oh, I'm thinking all these really positive thoughts and life should be wonderful, and this thing that I need to clear keeps coming up. It's because it's stuck in our unconscious thinking. And so we really one of the things that we focus on is while we're taking our classes and we're doing our prayers, we're working on our unconscious thoughts as well, so that we can come to that space where we recognize, yes, I'm in this human body. Yes, sometimes I make mistakes. Yes, sometimes I think about what I don't want instead of what I do want. And it's all part of the experience. And we have the opportunity to change our experience by becoming more aware of what's going on in our head. What are those? I say this all the time. It's something like 70,000 thoughts. Is that a minute or an hour? I don't know. This amazing amount of thoughts. There are a few that we're aware of, and then there's this whole bunch of stuff going on in the background that we're not aware of. And so as we become more aware of what's going on in our minds, and we focus on that which we do want, and we actively negate that which we don't want, we have the opportunity to really create positive change in our lives. And I mean it also in physical things, but for the most part, what I'm talking about here is when we're okay just being ourselves, who we are, where we are, right where we are, when we recognize that that is the gift. Mm-hmm. We're here, we're alive, hopefully we're well, we have enough to eat, we have shelter, and we just have so much to be grateful for, that as we start focusing on that, as we focus on, yes, life is good. And here's where I want to go forward with it, and understand that we do have that stuff running in the background, and we can begin to change it. Another thing he said in this article is the real clearance has to be in our own mind. The first act of kindness has to be in our own thought. And we can have no understanding of divine compassion unless we ourselves exercise compassion. So compassion for ourselves comes before compassion for others. And as we begin to be compassionate with ourselves, I think we all know of people who have been so unhappy in their lives, they drag that unhappiness wherever they go and kind of shine it on everybody. And we have the opportunity to just be exactly the opposite. We have the opportunity to be the light that shines as we do our work, and as we clear our consciousness, and as we realize we came here to grow. We came here to make mistakes and learn from them and grow. And mistakes are part of the journey. So I'm asking you to think about, what are you? Are you your thoughts? Are you your body? Or are you more than that? And what are the lessons that you came here to learn? I know that we all have a plan as to what we're going to learn and grow and how we're going to be. And so I just think sometimes life gets in the way and we forget that we're just so much more than the things that happen to us every day, that's not the truth of our being. You have more to say about that?
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I know personally and what I have worked on to get to that knowing. And knowing I'm more than that becomes like, if you dare, do you dare to know more than that? Do you think you're sitting in a comfortable place where you don't need to grow anymore? Well, life will give you an answer to that, because life always happens. And living my life, I am confronted with things that challenge me. I'm given gifts of wonder and excitement over things that have come to me. And it's all part of life. So here's something that came through me that I'll share with you. If I know what is important for me to know, then I can become what I know is important.
Do that again.
If I know what is important for me to know, then I can become what I know is important. So it's all in your knowing. Do you know who? Do you know what you want? Have you gotten clarity on that? Do you know anything that is sacred about your life? Is there a realm that you can look at and say, I know that about me, and I want to know more. I want to know more of the God that dwells within me. I want to know more of God in everything, every aspect, every individual that comes before me. I want to know the truth, not just think it, not just wish it, but to know it. And the knowing is in the claiming. And when you claim that you know something, claim it with authority. I know I'm a child of God. I know that every individual that's on this planet is the same. I know I'm a microcosm of that macrocosm, meaning that which God does, I can do and do more. I can always do more in my doing, in my being, in my living, in my opening up to the grandeur of life. Because life will always give us what we need when we need it. And we have to say thank you. We don't have to. I highly encourage you to say thank you. Thank you for this gift you give me. Thank you for this life that has been mine and continues to unfold in all its glory and splendor. Yes.
So I want to bring up Paul's first song where he's talking about the garden, because that's one of the ways that we teach science of mind is what we plant is what grows. And so I just love that we're out there tilling the soil, and that's our spiritual practices. And then we're planting the seeds, and then we're pulling up the weeds. Well, this is so easy to understand when you think about it this way. If you want carrots and tomatoes to grow, you plant those seeds. We don't be planting the seeds of doubt and the seeds of I'm not enough and the seeds of I don't want this and the seeds of I don't like that. We're planting what we want to grow. And then we're weeding and we're hoeing and we're taking care of that earth, which is our brain and ourselves. And we're pulling out those things which we no longer want. And I just think that's such an easy way to teach the science of mind is, well, for a lot of reasons. You know, one of the reasons is when we're out there touching the soil, for me, it really helps me understand how I'm one with everything. And when we think about, we're pulling up the things we don't want, and we start thinking about, oh, this is what I want my life to be like. I want it to be planted with these things. I want it to be planted with love, and I want it to be planted with friends. And when we start weeding out our negative thoughts and weeding out our negative experiences, and then we got to water it. So how do we water it? One of the ways we water it is we show up for service on Sundays. Another way is to take classes. Another way is to maybe have a practitioner cell. Another way might be to just have a nice meeting with friends. And so there are just so many things we can do when we do it consciously, when we do it as we're aware of we're doing it, and we're doing it consciously to create the life that we want, then that's how we make a better life, and that's how we help our garden grow in our heads.
Yeah. What a lovely garden grows up there.
When we learn how to get rid of the weeds, and when we find ourselves thinking about the things that we don't want, just think about as I'm going to pull those weeds out, I'm going to throw them away, and they're gone, and they're not coming back here anymore. And if they do, we pull them again.
Yes. Keep pulling them. So, do you want to pray?
Sure. So I just invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath as we recognize that there is one life, one power, one presence, one infinite, eternal consciousness and awareness in life that we are one with. We are one with that power that we call God, that we call Spirit, that we call Allah, and many, many, many other names. It's all that one. And I know that that one Spirit is the complete totality of my life, of your life, of all life. That right where we are, God is. So I know for each and every one of us, I know peace and harmony and truth and abundance and prosperity and joy and wonder. I know that as we begin to learn how to let go of that which we do not want, we accept more of what we do want into our lives, and we unfold and we blossom and we grow. And as we recognize the gift, we also become the giver, because as we recognize that gift and we're around other people, we bring them up as well. And so I'm just so grateful to know that that oneness and that power and that presence, grateful to know that right where we are, God is. And so I release everything that no longer serves us. I release this word knowing it is already done. And I just, in this release, I recognize my sister and her family as they prepare for the funeral of our dear Jeremy. And I surround us all with light and love and peace and joy, knowing that Jeremy is in his own perfect special place now. He is no longer in pain, and he is absolutely blessed and is the blessing. And so I release this word, I let it go, I allow it to be, and together we say, and so it is. Amen, amen, aho, ashe, and woo-hoo.
Father is looking for his son, someone he played with long ago. He's flying his little spaceship around the living room, where only the spirit of a child gets in. Mother is looking for her little girl, someone she played with long ago. She's hiding away in a little dollhouse, where only the spirit of a child gets in. Only the spirit of a child gets in. I put all my dreams in the treasure box. Got so busy that I lost the key. Gonna find some way to break those locks, but only the spirit of a child gets in. Only the spirit of a child gets in. Heaven is a place inside my heart, making a home just for me. I take all my troubles and I knock on the door, but only the spirit of a child gets in. Only the spirit of a child gets in. Only the spirit of a child gets in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So we'll see in a bit.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so
What do you have to say about giving?
I have to say that this whole philosophy has changed my life. That joining Centers for Spiritual Living, becoming a member, learning the practice of tithing, becoming a practitioner, then being hounded by everyone around me until I finally went to ministerial school because they saw the minister in me before I did. That this teaching changes our lives. As we allow it in, as we let go of the things that no longer serve us, as we let go of the teachings that some of us may have had that were limiting and blaming, and we learn how to change our thinking and change our lives, that it really does make a difference in the world. And how we make a difference is, for me, I was in class and we had to talk about tithing, and they started saying, it's as you give, so you receive. And the Bible talks a lot about the 10%. And we all can give what we can give. And so I'm just recognizing that giving and receiving are one of the same things. And so I'm offering you the opportunity, if this has some value for you, to donate and help us keep doing what we do and what we love to do. And the easiest way to do that is if you use Venmo, the code is right up there. And if you go to our website, CSL North Metro, there's a couple ways to give out there. So, and our address is right there too, if you're a person that uses checks. So we just invite you, if this is meaningful to you, if it helps change your lives, to give what's comfortable for you to give, and maybe stretch yourself a little sometimes. And so that's what I have to say about it.
So shine your light towards this basket and see it as a basket of plenty. And this basket that sits before you is the same basket that you have. So repeat after me. It is in deep gratitude that I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
It is in deep gratitude that I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
I give freely with all my love.
I give freely with all my love,
Know it goes out and blesses many people
knowing that it goes out and blesses many people
and comes back in such a loving way.
and comes back in such a loving way.
I accept this is true.
I accept this is true.
I let it be.
I let it be.
And so it
And
is.
so it is.
Paul Lanzo.
Sometimes in our life, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me if you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me if you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. There might be, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear and you can't carry, I'm right up the road. You can just call me, I'll share your load. Call me, call me, call me, call me. Lean on me. If you're not strong, I'll share your load. If I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Okay.
Enjoy that.
Yay.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Lean on me, my brother.
Yeah. It's shine time
So-
here at the CSL
Shine time.
North Metro. We radiate, we shine, and we bring up the vibrations of the whole place.
Well put.
I just want to acknowledge that Paul was the musician at our very first service 5 years ago.
That's right.
And we're still enjoying him once a month since then. So thank you, Paul, for
Certainly.
being
It's
on this whole journey
my
with
pleasure.
us. And
My pleasure.
And none of us look like we even aged 5 years.
Not a bit.
yeah,
Not
Not a bit.
And I was there and you brought me back.
that's right.
Yeah.
And Greg and Jill have been on this journey with us the whole time too. So we appreciate you guys too. And
Sure.
Ernestine, I think you came in a little later, but not much. And so thank you to all of you. And thank you for all you do for us every Sunday, but during the week as well. I just want to appreciate you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's feeling is mutual.
Yeah.
Yes. And I especially want to tell Paul that song, Lean on Me, came out at a time that I needed to lean on somebody. And even when I wasn't in this teaching or wasn't a person, that was interested in growing spiritually, spirit, whatever you want to call, spirit, God provided someone for me to lean on. And that song takes me right back there. I loved it.
good.
Thank you.
That's a
Yes.
great song.
It was just for you.
Yeah. Oh, because by the way, everybody, tomorrow's my birthday. And so I just,
Oh, cool. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
so I'm feeling so grateful. Thank you, Paul.
Certainly. Well, thanks for doing all the reading and stuff. That was a very good reading today. And
Yes.
I'm going to go back and revisit that reading. There's some things I need to digest about that too.
Me
That's a
too.
deep
And I
reading.
think it was really good. The reading went really good with that song too. And the whole service. It's just, okay. I'll quit talking.
Well, so I know most of you are not joining us after for Zoom because you have other things that you're doing, and we appreciate you taking the time to help us do this. And if you are here and you do want to join us for Zoom, we'll be there and we'll have a lovely discussion afterwards. So that Zoom link is just right there, and we'd love to have a conversation with you. And if you miss it there, you can copy the link on our website, cslnorthmetro.com.org, and then go to the calendar, and the link's right there too. So you could just click it right there.
So come and join us for
Yeah, do come and
It's an
join us. We'd
interesting
love it.
conversation.
We'd love that.
So invite you to all close your eyes now as I evoke the word by knowing that right where I am, God is. And knowing the same truth for all of creation. There's no place where God is not. And God is in its fullness everywhere present. And as I know this, I accept it for each and every person within the sound of my voice, that right where you are, God is nearer than your breath, nearer than your hands and feet. And I just rejoice in the idea that you're here on this earth at the same time we all are, and what great things we're doing. So I bless each one of you, knowing that this week unfolds with peace and harmony and creativity and all the good that God has in store for you. I hold it in my heart to be true, so it must be true. And in this word being complete, I now release it unto the law, unto the love, simply saying all together,
And so
and
it
so it
is.
is.
So it is.
So it is.
And I forgot to say it when I was praying too, but we send those blessings out all around the world and all of the places where there's conflict and there's hunger and there's anything but peace. And all the places where there is peace too, because that's joyous. So bless us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of
Amen.
you, yeah. Any last comments before we click off the Zoom?
No, thank you for your service.
Have fun playing tennis.
Yeah. In the wind. You guys are so brave.
Okay.
Save some prayers for us. To win. I mean, no, just to survive.
Ernestine, could you stay on for a minute?
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you then.
Okay.